Hi Pisces and Pisces cross-watchers. Welcome to Grateful Empress Tarot. My name is Sonia and today I will be doing a general romantic love reading for the collective of Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placements. Anywhere that you find Pisces as a placement in your birth chart, this reading could be for you. If you are here as a Pisces sun sign and watching and it's not quite connecting, I would highly suggest checking out the readings for those other placements in your birth chart that I recommended, because sometimes the messages aren't so front and center to our sun sign. Sometimes they like to go hide in those others, Rising, Moon, Venus, Mars placements. All right, if this is your first visit here, welcome in. If this is a return visit for you, welcome back. If you are a subscriber already, thank you. I'm so happy you're all here. You guys all are the heart and soul of this channel. The whole thing, the reason I'm doing this is for you. It feels so good to me to be able to give you guys these readings. I love them, and all of your beautiful feedback always makes me feel so good. So thank you. You really are the thing that has grown this channel. So you have a great thing to applaud yourselves for. I love that. General readings, they're not personal though. They did not go out with only you and your specific situation in mind. So while you are here, please honor your intuition about the situation at hand. And then use your discernment to collect the parts of this reading that you know belong to you and are a part of your story. And then lovingly release the rest of that to a different Pisces that may need those messages more than you at this time. Whenever it does resonate though, if it is only one sentence, if it is a segment, or if it is the entire thing, please hit the like button. Drop me a comment in the text box below and tell me specifically how this is your story. Feel free to share this video with anyone you think may need its messages, even if you do not know if they have a Pisces placement in their birth chart. If the story sounds familiar to someone you know, share it with them. And lastly, please remember to subscribe here. If I am the reader you enjoy, you can hit the notification bell, and then when I upload new materials on here, YouTube will say, hey, she's got something new for you. All right, let's dive in. The undercurrent for this entire reading, what is propelling it forward, is divine masculine energy. The Emperor Aries energy here. Standing in power, owning responsibilities, taking accountability, doing the right thing, making sure that choices that are being made are supportive for self and for others, and really acting on something here. And that can be a big deal. It's like having dominion over and making big choices that are hard. So divine masculine making an appearance, that's the undercurrent. The theme of today starts off with something that's clandestine, something that was secret, something that was deceptively hidden. Something that has been happening that's been being concealed with the intent for hiding it. We have the energy of number 8, hidden familiars. Basically, understanding that this whole situation is being divinely supported, finding natural assistance, things just showing up on your path to give you comfort during what apparently looks to be a little bit frustrating at this time. We have the energy of number 18, time and tide, meaning there's a little bit here about your rituals and the spell work that you're trying to do, or the things that you do to try to call in what it is that you deeply want here. Answers, the truth, getting down to the bottom of what really is going on. We have the energy of number 16, growth, and this says, inside myself I've sown beauty with wounds, which speaks of my immortality in the expansive, eternal song, softly bellowing in my spirit. This looks like you've had to grow a lot in this thing that you've learned, and it hurt you a lot. Like a lot. Whatever this was very, very painful, and it affected your heart. Because a lot of this is green and pink. That's growth, that's heart chakra. So this was very wounding to you. Feminine's energy is sat in Sarah La Kali, Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, and that is in love. So feminine feeling a little bit like she's on the outside looking in, but she is on the precipice of arriving. And for her, the arrival feels a little bit like figuring out the answers to these things. Masculine is sat in Vishnu, wanting to find balance in his life, wanting to figure out what he needs to do for what needs to happen next. Connecting energy is one of number 35, which I need to cover these guys up for YouTube's community standards, which is fulfillment. So let's read about that one. Number 35, fulfillment. This is a Lilith position. This says, 4 candles lit in the ruins of an ancient temple, guardians of the strong passion that has just been consummated. Lilith represents free orgasmic femininity. Society describes her as intense, transgressive, uninhibited. Nature does not judge her. It leaves only pleasure behind. So this whole thing, the reason that you're finding this out, or your person found out about you, is that there was fulfillment somewhere else in the form of third party, having friends with benefits, having a flirtation, having a dalliance, having encounters, all the way to having a full-blown affair. One of you has not been faithful and the other one has found out about it, and basically that's what we're going to unpack today. We have the energy of 35, Magdalene meditating and going into a retreat state, trying to gain some perspective and trying to grow deep within, trying to figure all of this out. So this looks like this is going to be one of those types of readings. So let's start with you. Your energy is sat in the 7 of Wands, standing guard, defending yourself, defending the place in your life that you're at, standing your ground. It could be you that had the dalliance and your person found out about it. And so you're feeling like you're having to defend yourself. You're being clarified by the Chariot card of Cancer, the Temperance card of Sagittarius, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Judgment card, Scorpio, Libra. This card shot out of here when I said that, if you were the one that had the dalliance. So it must be you. And don't get mad when I say that, because tarot can flip in reverse. I'm just reading the energy that's on the table here. The thing is, it feels a little bit like possibly you're the one that stepped out and had third party. Could be that you were moving away from or having to defend yourself from a Cancerian, a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, or a Libra. The thing is that you moved forward, kind of felt like that was a success. You're defending the fact that you did it. You're like, yeah, I did that, and I'm glad that I did, because it felt to you guided. It felt to you like you were taking a chance on having a new beginning for yourself and accepting things the way that they are, assessing it, but then also awakening to the fact that you need more. That's why that happened. You're needing more out of your life. That is why you chose to have an affair or whatever this is, because for you, your needs were not being heard or met where you were at. We have the energy of 34, Fish, which is really appropriate for you as a Piscean. I think the thing is that you do have values. You do have an investment into the situation that we're reading about right here. For you, I think this is a lot about the fact that you invested so much here, and in the end you're needing to leave because you didn't get back in return. Yes, because we have the pathless. You're making a lot of really difficult decisions right now after a period of time in which you had a real deep lack of direction. You did not know what to do, and henceforth that's why you made the choices that you made. You're being told to wait. There's a reason why. You need to wait on something here. Could be about money, especially with those fish there. Could be that you really have to prepare for a life on your own, providing for children, if you have them as well, providing for yourself, finding a place to live, and then deciding also what happens with the person you're having the affair or whatever this is with, and then also what happens with everyone else. So you're kind of going through a lot of changes and a lot of, like, your person found out, now you're having to make decisions and you're having to have conversations about this and defending the choices that you did make. So let's see who this is over here. Their energy is that Ace of Pentacles. So this is the person you want to go towards, and the World card of Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio energy. This is the person you want to have a new beginning with after you're ending what you're going through, and it feels a touch like they're going through an ending themselves in order to have this new beginning with you. The end of what is this person is navigating feels like they had to do this with a lot of sharp lens. It had to be done a specific way. They really were discerning on their own behalf. That's because they're clarified by Seven of Cups, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, the Death card of Scorpio, and the Seven of Wands. They have it too. The thing is that this person is also going through a situation in which they're having to make a kind of a harder choice. Finding the courage to make that decision and doing it instinctively, knowing that, yes, this is going to create a few extremes for people, and people are going to have a lot to say about this. They understand they're going to have to ward off everyone's like unwanted ideas or thoughts or whatever. This is someone wise. This is someone who considers everyone's feelings very similar to how I feel you are as a person. Like, and for this person, it feels a lot like they do want a deeper level of commitment with you. They want the relationship with you fully transformed. This person wants to not be the side person, the clandestine energy. They want to be front and center. They're going to defend what happened here between the two of you to anyone that asks, because they love you. 18, dog energy. They're so loyal to you. This is someone who was your friend. It is someone who has a lot of support for you. It is someone who that friendship turned into something a bit more, in fact, quite a lot bit more. They fell in love with you. And I think for them, they do really want a new beginning here. They want it all with you. They're just having to make some pretty difficult decisions, and so are you. We have the Weaver energy on this. This person is in a state of transition, but they're also rediscovering something about this relationship between you and them. They've learned a lot in the time frame of how you two have been together, what you are to each other. They also know that right now is not the right time. And that feels heavy because the new beginning you both want here so badly. You're both being told, wait, it's not the right time. You can't do it yet. The universe is kind of pushing this on pause for a big reason. So what is this person wanting? What are their intentions? Page of Cups. I do feel like that despite the fact that you both will be defending this, there's this energy of wanting to apologize, possibly to your person, possibly to others. Could be the fact that you or they may have a child that is a water sign that needs to be considered deeply. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Sun card of Leo. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Emperor, Divine Masculine energy, Aries energy. And we have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. So the thing is that this person is ready for this new beginning in their life, because they already know through an intuitive way that getting into the flow of that is going to recharge their life with happiness. It is going to robustly open the door to every single thing they have ever wanted in their own life. They do believe that you are their divine counterpart and that they are yours, and they do believe that you both have what it takes to make this come true. It's just which one of you is going to be the one that actually starts the process, starts the hard things, apologizes to those that it will affect, and starts moving forward towards this. One of you is going to have to be the leader here. And if you're both not wanting to be the bad guy and you're both not wanting to be the leader, that's kind of frustrating and hard. So we have number 19, Tower energy on this. That in a Kipper deck talks a lot about being isolated and kind of feeling left out and kind of feeling like you may never make that tough choice. You may never make the decision to put them into your actual partner placement. So they do feel a lot of times kind of lonely, and it feels like some of their own boundaries also prevent this from being more of that energy of it being an affair or something even more so like that. We have the Walker. That tells me that where you two are heading is an unknown. It's an unknown journey. You two have not walked in this type or this way together ever before. There is a major opportunity coming. This will open the door to something better coming in. It will open the door to an abundance of money. You guys moving forward together, whoever is the person that leads this and pushes this forward, is going to be the one that actually helps open the door to all of the opportunity, everything that's going to happen here. You want to be with this person, and man, they want to be with you too. So how does this person feel about you? Two of Swords. They're at a crossroads. They know that this could go either way. They know that you may not make this choice, and you may not choose them, and you may not be able to move forward to them at all. And they also know that you may. And when you do, that decision may be hard for both of you to have to really solidly step into. But this is the part that doesn't change. Two of Cups. No matter what gets chosen, that's at the bottom of that deck. You both love each other very much. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. They're at a bit of a crossroads. That's why they're working on themselves, kind of gone a little reflective, kind of maybe pulled a little energy back and doing some work on themselves, because this is what they want with you. They want a brand new beginning in love. They want it all. They want the real deal and nothing but. We have the Six of Wands. They want a victory with you. They want to be seen as your person. Justice, card of Libra. That requires one or both of you to go through a legal situation in order to become single so you can be each other's person. Page of Cups, there it is again. They do feel like they are owed an apology. They feel like they're going to have to apologize to some other people. And then you guys can have this Fool, this Aries energy of a brand new beginning that requires taking a risk, making some changes, following the desires of your hearts, your minds, your bodies, your souls, walking the path that leads you to each other in the growth, in the balance, in the energy of fulfillment in, I think, retreat and also meditation and also everything that's around. Sure, 45, drama. This is a lot of drama. There's a lot of energy here that it's going to uproot and create a lot of just upheaval and people fighting and people crying. They're aware that that is going to happen. No wonder that apology is here a couple of times. It just feels like if neither of you choose this, to do these hard things, you will end up going down another cycle of not choosing yourself. And in not choosing yourself, you don't choose happiness. And therefore, you allow your own selves to stay stuck and stagnant. And that does mean, if that happens, you will both come back for another lifetime to try to find the way to not stay stuck. This is kind of a big lesson. We have the founder energy on this. This person knows that you are a part of their community. You are a part of their foundation. You are a part. They also feel like your foundation and your community, your familiars in your life, the people that regularly see you, talk to you, open up to you, that has a big part to play in why this hasn't moved forward yet. They're aware of that. But in the near future, things of this nature with this person are all going to start having to be talked about and looked at and unfolding, finding that balance, finding that growth, opening the door to the secrets and telling the truth, arriving at the actual truth, which is your divine counterpart has been patient enough to wait for you because of how much they love you. They know that requires walking away from people in your lives, making some hard choices after a period of time of being deeply stuck in your brain about what to do. Because this is what you both want. You both want happily ever after together. So one of you has to start the charge. You can't both stay stuck, because if you do, you're coming back for round 2, round 3, round 12 until you actually do it. I think this is kind of like this is poop or get off the pot, really, because it's like right now isn't not the right time, but in the near future it's gonna be. And in the near future, the divine might intercede and be like, well, if you're not gonna tell people, I will make it known. And then that gets where your options and your choices are no longer for you. It's chosen for you by the divine. So you get the option right now to still make a decision. And I think that I can clearly see what decision you want to make. It's just actually pulling the trigger proverbially, not literally. But putting in motion what this is that you want with this person, because I can see here that you both deeply want to be with each other. It's just open the door, see what happens. So Pisces, this is where I'm going to leave this. If this has sounded familiar at all and has connected with your energy, please hit the like button, drop me a comment or an emoji in the box below so I understand that I've connected to you, and please remember to subscribe here. Thank you for spending part of your day with me today. It looks like you've got a big thing going on here, so I'm sending you a lot of love and light on this. I'll talk to you next time. Bye, Pisces.